I am very excited to talk to you. This show is so amazing, not only because it's one of those shows that puts you in the moment from beginning. I mean, we start with Sam and Shay, and he kind of just starts us off, and then we get to, the Dutton family and, just survival. I mean, what was your first thought about coming to this character? Because as much as people put the link between Yellowstone, this is its own show.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love Yellowstone. Yellowstone is one of my favorite shows. From the very first episode of Yellowstone, Faith and I were hooked, and that's how we sort of got into the world of Taylor, is watching Yellowstone and Taylor Sheridan's writing. But yeah, this thing is it's its own animal. I mean, it's pretty epic, and everybody that's in the cast brought their A game to it. I mean, it's truly an ensemble cast, and everybody is just really so invested emotionally, physically, mentally in this show. I mean, we're just having so much fun. It's tiring. It's a lot of work, and it's hard to compare the effort that the pioneers put into what they did in order to succeed and to make it and traverse this country the way that they did. So we're not comparing our effort to theirs. But in the moments that we're doing it, it makes you really realize, my goodness, I mean, this was a journey. This was something that was not for the faint of heart. And the script in the show hits every note that you'd want to hit, and it's so authentic, and it has so much heart and soul and fight for survival, and sometimes good guys are bad guys and bad guys are good guys, and sometimes you have to make choices that may not be the right choice, but you have to make them anyway, and that's just part of the nature of what was going on back then.
And I mean, pioneering is definitely the word, because especially for James, I mean, his whole world is figuring out how to go and find new land, new life. I mean, a daughter who wants to be the American spirit unto herself, and then him just trying to protect all of them as well. I mean, when you read the character of someone who is trying to go out to essentially the unknown, but taking your family with you. I mean, it's like just going into the black of night with no flashlight.
Yeah, it was. It's like jumping off a cliff with not knowing what's below you. And my character, I think the way that I approach my character is he doesn't sleep because he can't afford to, because he's always thinking, and he's always worried, and he's always concerned, and his primary concern is for his family. And he takes off on a journey with him, a 5-year-old boy, and women, that are a young girl and his wife and sister and niece and all those things, and takes off on this journey into the unknown, and has the fortitude and the confidence in himself and the confidence in his family and the confidence in the women in his life that they can pull it off. And so it's just something that I can't imagine in a million years waking up one morning and think that you can do this. And then he runs into some great characters with Sam Elliott's character and LaMonica Garrett's character, and which really creates this family unit of people who are forced to trust each other in order to survive.
Yeah. I heard there was a dust storm before y'all came out.
Well, yesterday we were in the middle of a 60-mile-an-hour dust storm where we were hauling ass on horses, chasing bad guys, and just having, for us it was a blast, but I think we're all of us today have dust in our eyes, still cleaning dust out of our ears, and still have grit in our mouth.
Well, that's the key. Is there anything about 1883 that isn't gritty anymore, I guess?
I know. It makes for authenticity, that's for sure.
100%. Well, I got to let you go, but it's a pleasure talking with you. And I think everyone is going to love this show. As you said, it's a separate show from Yellowstone, but more importantly, I think it drops you down into this world, and you just got to hold on.
So, right on. Thank
pleasure.
you, man. I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it. You got it.
Thank you.